Hey everyone, it's Lexi here. Welcome back to my channel, Nature's Ruby. So this video is going to be all about my adorable baby chicks that I got on Easter. They're about 2.5 weeks old now, so I thought this would be a really great time to go over some telltale signs when it comes to determining their genders, as well as their current setup, which is a very inexpensive and easy to put together DIY brooder. We're also going to go over some interesting facts about chickens and their spiritual significance. So I got these baby chicks at 1 week old on Easter, and so they're about 2.5 weeks old right now. Currently, they are in a DIY brooder that I made out of a huge storage container that I got from Walmart. You can pick which size works for you, but I just chose the biggest size that they had available. And it is very easy to clean. I just put in some pine shavings at the bottom. I have food and water available for them. This really cute UVA UVB / heat lamp that I got on Amazon for 10 bucks, so super affordable. And we drilled some holes on the lid of the storage container to make it a breathable setup. And I personally don't keep the lid on. They fly out and I have a blanket underneath so that they're not like pooping all over the floor and they could kind of walk around. But most people will probably prefer putting on the lid. But this was just so convenient until we get their coop set up for them. Now, I'm not going to be keeping all of the baby chicks. I'm waiting to see which ones are going to be roosters and the hens, because we will be giving the roosters back to the previous owner and switching them out for another batch until we end up with all hens. And my mom will be taking that batch and keeping them. It can be really difficult to determine a baby chick's gender because you would have to check the vent to be for sure, and I personally do not feel comfortable doing this because you can hurt the chick and it's just not a pleasant thing for me, so I don't do this. However, there are some telltale signs to kind of know their gender at this age. Say hi. This is the baby. This is my baby Queenie. She's so sweet. She's literally the sweetest and so friendly, and I just love her. She's one of my favorites, and we're definitely going to be keeping her. And you can tell she's a female because look at her tail feather and all of her feathers on top. So females develop those a lot faster than the males do. Let's see. Right here. This is a male right here. You can see his comb is a lot more circular, and he has more of a fluffy butt than Queenie did, and he has a lot less feathers. And let me see if I can show you guys Merida. This is Merida. She's gonna probably fly away, but you see she has a lot more of a straighter comb than the male I just picked up, and so that's how you know that she's a female as well. And she's also very sweet. She's very super sweet. All right, go on. Okay, so those two are my favorites. And we have another one, Blossom. Not sure where she's at, but her features are a lot less apparent, but still there. I don't know if you can see the black one right here, but see how his feathers don't go all the way past his butt? That's another telltale sign that he's a male. And also you see the behavior. Okay, we found her. Here's Blossom. She has a bit of a shorter tail feather, just starting to develop these, and so this is one of the cases where it's pretty hard to tell whether this would be a male or female, but I'm pretty sure this is a female. And especially if you look at how the wings went past and all that, she's a little bit more skittish, but that's our other girl, Blossom, that we're probably gonna end up keeping. And so those are the faves. So chickens were actually domesticated about 7,000 to 10,000 years ago from a wild bird in Southeast Asia called the red jungle fowl. And from Asia, Africa, and Europe, chickens have spread all across the world because they were so useful for their eggs, meat, and even for spiritual ceremonies. Chickens are a lot cooler than I believe people give them credit for. They actually have over 30 vocalizations in which they use to communicate with each other. So essentially they have their own language, and I think that is such a remarkable thing. Like, it shows how intelligent they are. They actually established a hierarchy or pecking order, and are very social animals. They actually form very tight bonds with each other, and you can see Queenie and Merida there, and they are always together, like they are besties. And so I really believe that they are capable of building bonds and social interactions and friendships. And just how they are with me, as soon as I come near their brooder, they fly on top, and they'll even fly on top of me, and they are absolutely the sweetest. Also, it's been scientifically proven that they can recognize over 100 faces, so they definitely know who you are. And my favorite fact of all is that their ancestor is the T-Rex. Like, they come from dinosaurs. So I love dinosaurs, and for me, like, them just in my presence is like having little mini dinosaurs walking in my backyard. Like, I am obsessed with dinosaurs, and so I am obsessed with them. Baby chicks actually represent new beginnings, rebirth, and transformation, and getting them on Easter was so special to me because I just felt like it was so meant to be. Like, it was so auspicious. And actually, chickens are so sacred and revered in many cultures. In Greek mythology, Apollo, the sun god, actually considered these guys sacred because they represented light and spiritual clarity, and people believed that they welcomed in the rising sun. And so I could definitely see this energy in these little guys here. In Chinese mythology, the rooster is part of the Chinese zodiac and represents good fortune, loyalty, and protection. And in feng shui, rooster statues are used to ward off negative energy. In African and Afro-Caribbean traditions, chickens are often used in rituals to clear away negativity and protect sacred spaces. They're seen as spiritual messengers, and birds in general are said to be messengers between the different realms. These baby chicks are so magical to me because they carry such powerful energy. So I hope you guys thought this video was insightful, helpful, and you learned a thing or two about chickens. If you guys like this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. If you guys want to see more content like this and be posted on our upcoming videos, don't forget to subscribe, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!